So hello and welcome to a new video here on Up to the Nines. I'm your host, and well, this is going to be one of these narcissistic look what I got videos because well, I'm doing those anyway, so every video on this channel now is basically like that. Also, I did a great job, right, with telling you now videos are coming out, and then I do nothing for like a month. This I always like when I buy new things, because when I buy new things, I have an opportunity or a reason to talk about certain things. Because I always feel really dumb when I just come, hey guys, let's talk about that topic, and you don't really know why I'm talking about it. And I have the feeling that some parts of this, what we have here, are not going to be interesting for people here. I actually kept the anime shit to really bare minimum, so there's just one anime thing under those. So yeah, starting this. I hope the camera won't fuck up again as it did last time. That would be kind of shit. So, well, I actually didn't get that much of interesting stuff for Christmas that I enjoy. Actually, only two things. Okay, first thing, what are we gonna start with? Let's start with this one here. The first thing, actually, you notice the microphone being visible. This is because you can hear me way better now, and yeah, that's the only reason. Star Trek, the original series, complete edition, all 3 seasons. And now some asshole will gonna correct me that there are more than 3 seasons. It's rated 16 and up here in Germany, which I don't really get. Well, maybe there's creepy shit in there. So I only watched 1 episode up until now. And already one thing that is terrible about this box set. The episodes are not in order. And I really was first, what kind of shit is this? I watched the first episode on, I'll show you. So there are 3 seasons, 1, 2, 3. So I opened season 1, and it's ridiculously packaged. And opened that, and now we have this all these DVDs, and you'll see the one is missing. That's in my PS3 back there. It's 23 discs actually. So I looked up disc 1, season 1, disc 1, and then we have the episodes. Actually, I have no idea how they're called in English, so this won't help you. Well, there are 4 episodes per disc, and the first one here is Das letzte seiner Art, which translates to The Last of Its Kind. So maybe that's the title of the English episode. It's an episode in which, spoiler, in which they go to some planet, and there is this professor living with some old girlfriend of McCoy, and she's actually not his old girlfriend or whatever she was, but she's some kind of changeling, some kind of form changer, and she kills people on the Enterprise for salt or something. And that was the first episode, so I watched that and was like, this doesn't feel like a first episode. And yeah, then I said it on Facebook, and a friend, an acquaintance of mine, told me that the first episode is actually, in German it's called Die Spitze des Eisbergs, which is Where No Man Has Gone Before, I think is the English title of the episode. And that made a whole lot more sense. So it's actually on disc 1. So he sent me this list from the Star Trek wiki, and in there I saw that it's basically episode 1 is on disc 1, but it's the 3rd episode on disc 1. So this makes no sense. Why would they put it like that? It's so frustrating. Now I have to print out the list with the episode names in German and English, and have to look up every episode and maybe change discs. And the worst part, you can't skip the warning labels. Like, we don't have like FBI is going to get you, but we have like this. It's even more, it's not like it's funny actually. It's not in German. I have the feeling like in America, when you have these disc warnings, copyright warnings, it's always like with the FBI. The FBI is gonna fuck you in the ass if you buy this, if you copyright it. And in German, it's like according to paragraph 3 in the Bundesgesetzbuch, and then people are like, oh yeah, if it's in there, we can't do it. You see, Americans get threatened, we are just presented the law, and then everyone is, yeah, okay, right, no, I'm not gonna do anything. It's not like that we have crime. Well, that's kind of shitty, but awesome series, awesome show. This is... how many episodes? Oh no, that was the other thing. I have no idea how many episodes these are. Anyway... oh, I haven't watched much of the original series. I actually watched... I haven't watched much Star Trek at all, actually. But I watched some episodes of this. I think I've watched all the movies. Which I don't know if this makes any sense, if they make a lot of relations to the show. I think only in Return of Spock. Is that the name of the movie? So yeah, I've watched more Next Generation, so this will be good. Next thing, and it's another show. I don't know if many people who watch this channel watch this, so we're gonna skip right here, and I'll come back. So, the next thing is Doctor Who. Season 1 to 4 box set, which is, I think, is... I have no idea about Doctor Who, actually. I think this is one consistent set with only one Doctor. And it's from BBC, so it's the British series. Is there an American series, that show? I don't know. Don't hate me. So yeah, this contains... it's actually a very nice box. I don't know if you can see this. No lights! I know. There's this fine drawing of little circles and geometric forms on there. And the cardboard is really nice. So you have the Doctor Who symbol, and then there's like... join the Doctor and his companions on a journey of 55 thrilling episodes of non-stop action-adventure as they battle against deadly foes from across time and space. Sorry, I had to read it like that. So yeah, really nice cardboard. The box, I don't know. That's starring Christopher... I'm not even trying to pronounce the name. Doctor Who, TARDIS, Doctor Who... oh, also 23 discs. What a coincidence. And in here we have the normal sets you can buy in a store. So, oh, and the booklet. I didn't even notice that. Let's look in there. So, that's the Doctor and is it like Bond girls? I think so. And the Doctor girl, I think, what's her name? What's her face? Was it Zoe? No, it wasn't. Well, this is the Doctor, and then we have an episode guide. What kind of fucked up alien is that? Well, yeah, it's actually a pretty nice colored, lots of pictures. Oh, there's another Doctor. So the Doctor's gonna die. Spoiler, fuck! Yeah. Oh, he looks pretty sharp. Yeah. Where does this start? Here, the complete first season. So we have this season here with the complete Doctor Who, and I've watched 3 episodes of this, and this is really good. And it's the first episode I ever watched of Doctor Who. Now you ask yourself, why does this asshole buy 4 seasons of a show he never has watched? Right about that. Just that is the reason. The cases are a little bit shitty, actually. So this first time I opened this came loose, discs fell out, and I was like, no! Watch it hold up now. Really nice. Anything interesting? Okay, he dies in the first season. And then, oh, there's a black girl. Now I know she. And then there's another girl every season. Okay. Second, third, fourth. First one. So back in the box. You can see it's like this double cardboard box. Again, really nice box. Put it back in there. Put it back in there. This is really, this feels just high quality. I love this. I don't even want to take anything out of the box. Just want to have that in my shelf and stare at it for hours. Yeah. How does it? That doesn't feel right. Did I fuck it up? It's not even. Sorry, I'm just having OCD right on camera. Put it back here. And again, first 3 episodes I watched them. First episode, when it began, was like, this looks kinda cheap. But then it was really awesome. So, watch that if you have the chance. Put that anime thing right at the end so anyone can close the video if he doesn't want to see it. Another thing, this I didn't get for Christmas. Actually, excuse me. I got this... and what it is, you will know after we have another little skip. So, what it is, it's, I got this at the beginning of December and I already watched through it, and it is Joss Whedon's Firefly, with the German subtitle, Der Aufbruch der Serenity. The complete show, also rated 16. 16 and up. Little kids. It's 1080p, has lossless surround sound, and some kind of new menu navigating. That's like the most boring shit you can put on your disc. It contains 5 discs. Does it? No, it doesn't. It contains only 3. The one of Blu-ray. So what this is, if you have no idea. And I should have explained it with those as well, but who doesn't know Star Trek? Get off of this channel, unsubscribe, you fucking asshole. And Doctor Who should be known by most people. So Firefly might be a little bit more unknown. I actually did not know any of this. I bought this because I'm a huge sucker, and I heard a lot of people, Toaster Kafkaevsky and some other people included, really talk about this show and that it is really good, and everyone is fucking butthurt because it apparently got cancelled somewhere mid-season or something, or end season, and Fox is the devil. Not only Fox News. So yeah, this show is really good. As it was good. That's how I pronounce it. That's how Germans pronounce good. Good. Yeah. And this contains... I watched it in English, by the way. It contains also a German and a French. And it contains Spanish. I can learn Spanish with this! Yeah! I can't into Spanish. Yeah, this is basically a melting between science fiction and Western. And also some kind of Pan-Asian China culture stuff. So basically it is like 500 years in the future. Earth, people have moved away from Earth because Earth is shit and we fucked it up. And so the only 2 dominating or leftover nations are China and the US, and they've melted into some kind of union, and they have taken over planets, and it's basically there are outer rim planets who are like frontier town and stuff like that. They look like Western towns, and there are central planets who are more Western and mixed in with Asian, Chinese. Xing shang xing! Sorry, I am being racist. Can't help it, I'm German. And yeah, so this is basic setup. And we follow a crew of... This is the most boring cover ever. And is there anything... No, most boring cover. And we follow this this group of... Basically, they're smugglers. And it's this Captain Mel something... Malcolm is, I think, his first name. Mel is his nickname. And he has he has like a crew, and they smuggle shit, and he has like this big bulky idiot guy called it's been a month since I watched it. What's his fucking name? Jane is his name. Then some black girl he fought in the war with. Basically, they are Confederates. They seem to me like they're supposed to be the modern day version of Confederates, because they call it the Independence, which is basically the Confederate War turned around, some kind, because they tried to unite border planets and shit. So there was this war, and he and his old army buddy, and his army buddy is some black girl called what's her name ever? I don't know. She's like a not very interesting character. And then her husband, Vash, who looks suspiciously, for me at least, and I don't watched it for a long time. I first thought, and I swear, I'm sorry for that, I thought he was that unfunny comedian guy from Full House. So yeah, that guy, he's the pilot. And then they have also there's this whore companion escort type girl who rents some shuttle from him, and she's there, and she's annoying. And what they do is they kind of get fucked over with some deal, need money, and so they take in passengers. And under those passengers are a guy who's basically a priest, then some dude who always dresses really good, and who's a doctor, really mysterious, wears red sunglasses at the beginning. And did I forget something? Then some asshole, and he's really just there for one episode, and then he gets... is there someone I forgot? I always think like I forgot someone. Oh, there's also this mechanic girl who's a mechanic, and she has the hots for the doctor guy. And so after a while, there comes something out, and they get a new member in the crew who is fucking insane, and yeah, then they have adventures, and most of it is strangely episodic. But yeah, they couldn't know that it got cancelled. So most of it is, let's say, half of it is really episodic. So it's like one adventure per episode, and that's it. And there's also an overarching story which has to do with the new crew member and the doctor, and how basically the crew has the whole ship, the Serenity, has to get away from the government, the Alliance. Taking my guns! Sorry, I'm not going to talk about any more gun shit. I already got into so many fights about gun laws in recent time. Don't ever, if you're not American, here's an advice to you. If you ever talk to an American, don't talk about guns. It's just, they don't get us, we don't get them, so just fuck it. Have your guns! I want you to have guns so that you can all do shit and make movies about it that I can watch here in Germany. And they're like, oh, wouldn't it be cool if we had guns? We can have guns, but that's... What am I talking about? Jesus. Okay. Away with... cowboy topics. Away with it. So, cut. So we're gonna continue, and I'm glad I ended that topic. So the next two things is... I only bought this recently. It's Evangelion. The Rebuild Evangelion movies. And it's Evangelion 1.11. You are not alone. And Evangelion 2.22. You cannot advance. So what these are, if you have never seen Evangelion. Evangelion is an anime show from... And don't nail me to a cross, I think late 90s, mid to late 90s. And it's basically about this kid who's the real wimp, and he is throughout the whole series, and it's also got big robots fighting, and he pilots one of them. Also two girls, one of them is the typical over-the-top, I beat your ass, son, girl, and the other one is... That's her single emotion throughout the whole movie. I think she smiles once. So edgy. And, what they did is, the show was really successful in its initial run, and then there came the ending, the last 2 episodes, and I've read into it some. Basically, the last 2 episodes are the weirdest fucking shit you've ever seen. The show is weird in itself. Not in the typical anime, actually. Just in it's confusing as hell and has all this Christian imagery, which actually means nothing. Because the guy was just like, Christian imagery, gotta have that in my show. It doesn't mean anything, but it fucking looks cool, doesn't it? And so the last 2 episodes rolled around, and it's just this bizarre mash of basically psychoanalysis of the main character, but not really. Just pseudo psychoanalysis of the main characters, and it ends just. And you sit there, what the fuck did I just watch? And so there was outrage by the fans, and so they sent threatening letters like, "I'm gonna kill you, you fucking bastard!" in Japan. Nevertheless, don't fuck with my anime. That's the Japanese equivalent of Magans. My anime. Sorry, I'm not being funny. And so what happened? They released a movie, I think 2 years later, called The End of Evangelion, which basically meant they had a new budget for the last 2 episodes, and they wanted to wrap up the story and not make just this, like I said, pseudo psychoanalytical, really poorly made actually shit. Except one scene. And so they had budget, and they made a movie about 2 hours long, and to create a new end. And what was it? More confusing shit with Christian imagery. It looks really pretty, and I like it, but I know it's fucking terrible, and it's a terrible ending to the show, because it solves nothing, it just opens more questions, and the things it tries to solve make no sense at all. So I think the first movie was released in 2008, which would be this one. And is there someone going to come into my room any second? Yeah. Okay. I'm recording. Ich nehme was auf.
Okay.
You're on video. Fuck off.
Oh, hau auf.
Fuck off. So that was weird. Yeah. So, fuck off. It's my brother. Sorry. Where was I? So yeah, they made this movie. First one in 2008. I mean, look it up. It doesn't matter. Because cash in, and maybe because Hideko Anno, who is the director, creator of the show, wanted to make another mindfuck, and so they did this, and this is basically a retelling of the first half of the show. With HD graphics, all redone, I think the same voice actors actually, and it looks awesome, sounds awesome, and is awesome as the show was in its first half. Then the second movie runs around, and what we immediately notice, it was kind of in the first movie, but not really, we noticed that the story changes. And so the word rebuild actually gets a meaning, because we now get a new story to the show. And the third movie was released in Japan about 3 weeks ago, I think. And well, yeah, now we're here, and what I think is that these movies are, if you're interested in Evangelion and you don't want to watch old anime, watch this. It's actually better than the original show. And I have the feeling that it's also more of, it feels more epic in a way, you know, and also it looks better. And the story is way more balanced, and let's say the characters get more. I don't know how is this even fucking possible? How can you have a show with 26 episodes and have less characterization than in the fucking movies? Yeah, I'm just gonna look at the camera from now on. Yeah, that was my point. So these are good movies, and I don't think they were cheap in Germany, so they should be cheaper in America, because apparently all fun things are cheaper in America, and all things that are shit are well, you can buy cheaply in Germany. English is breaking down. Sorry. What am I making weird noises for? So this was all. Do I have anything else I can bore you with? Oh, by the way, Merry Christmas, now that I know it. This video should be released, actually it's the 26th, still today in Germany. So it should be still Christmas in America when I release this video. Anything else? No, nothing I'm gonna talk about. Well, I got one Christmas present, but it's a book by, or with quotes, not quotes, but this, like, dialogues that Confucius had. I don't know if I pronounced it right, but who gives a shit? I'm gonna end this video. Goodbye, and Merry Christmas, fuck happy holidays. I'm not even a Christian, but goodbye, and happy Christmas. Happy Merry Christmas, fuck!